Hello. So today I thought we would check out the plugin called Essentials and the configuration file for that. So on your server, of course, you go to the plugins folder, and here you see it's called Essentials, a folder called Essentials, and you go in there and there's a config file here. So just double click on that one. And we drag this out to over here. Just do it like that. And it's a big file. A lot of settings here. You can see if I go to the bottom, it's 909 lines. And here is the thing. The lines here that I'm going to talk about, go to, might be different for you, because when they are updating the EssentialsX, they might add comments and remove comments. So the setting might not be on the exact same line as I have it here. So it might be different for you. So, but it should be kind of close to it. What you can do is that you just copy the setting and then you can search for it. So yeah, so things like that. So remember, it might not be the exact same line. So just look for the setting that I have. And of course the first one is actually on line 25, this ops name color. So I'm going to change that 4 to B. And then we are going to line 122. That's the notify no new mail setting. So every time you log into the server, and if you don't have any mail, it will say you have no mail. I find that kind of annoying because the people on my server don't send mails internally. So I set that to false. And then we go to line 291. It's way down here. Over here on the server you can have different kits, different tool kits. Here it's called just tools, and here are D tools. And these regular tools is what you get when you join the server for the first time. You will get automatically this kit, and you get some items here. Right now it's 4 items. So 272 is the item ID, and then the amount. And you can actually type the kit's command, so you get that kit again. So it's called kit, and then the name of the kit, which is tools. And as you can see, it's a delay 10. So what is 10? Well, if you read up here, measured in seconds. So every 10 seconds you can type that command, the kit command. But I don't want people to do that, spamming it every 10 seconds. So I changed it to, I want them to be able to do that once an hour. And 1 hour is 3,600 seconds. Let's see here, seconds. Once an hour. And then I want them to have specific items, and this is the item ID. And what is 272? Well, there's a website you can search, and I put the link to it in the video description. You search it over here. It's a stone sword. You can have like other, like 364 is a stake. So yeah, you can search item IDs here. And I'm actually going to have a custom here, so I'm just going to replace this. So it's going to give you, here are number 50 are torches. You get a stack of torches, and then half stack of steak. So yeah, that's how you set that up. Then you have another toolkit here. Same thing here, delay every hour. And then we are going to line 336. It says here, enable signs. Essentials have different stuff. It have a economy system and stuff. And you can use it for right clicking on a sign and you can buy stuff. And here are different signs that you can use. And you see there's the text is green. And there's a hashtag here, which means it's a comment and it's disabled. But I want to enable some stuff. And the balance, if you right click on a balance sign, you will see how much money you have in your pocket. And I also want to I want to have a shop, a sign shop. So when you right click on that sign, you buy a specific item. Same thing with sell and free, warp, and you delete this hashtag to enable it. So I want to have warp signs, and also kit signs, and heal. So that's that. This, I want to enable these kind of signs. Then we are going to line 371. It has to do with backup. And here you can see you can have a specific command, backup command. But I use a different type of backup system. So what I'm going to do is use this save all. Instead, just replacing this text here with save all, which means that it will force save the world. So with a specific interval, and that interval is over here. And you see it says interval in minutes. So right now it's set to 30 minutes, but I want it to force save every 10 minutes. And of course, this depends on how many players you have on the server. You can have it like every 15 minutes or every 30 minutes. But if you have a backup every hour, I suggest you do it like at least every 30 minutes. But I set it to 10 minutes. It will go to force save everything. And okay, so of course the hashtag, normally it's disabled, but let's remove it. You enable the command. Then we are going to line 410, which is auto AFK. And after this timeout in seconds, the user will be set to AFK. And it will also send a message in the chat saying that this player is AFK. I just, right now it's set to 300 seconds, which is 5 minutes. I'm just going to disable this. You see, set -1 for no timeout. So I just do that. And right down here, you also have auto AFK kick, which means that if you have like a timeout here after 5 minutes AFKing, you will be sort of disconnected automatically from the server. And I find that to be kind of annoying, especially if you have mob farms and you want to do some AFK stuff. So you can set the timer here, but as you can see, it's set -1 for no timeout, so you won't be kicked. And there's a bunch of other settings here when you do AFK, freeze players, and disable, item. If there are items on the ground, you can't pick them up while you are AFK and stuff. But I'm not doing that. Okay, line 495, which is way down here somewhere. Yeah, over here, max fly speed. Some servers don't let you fly. Well, it's actually you can't fly by default. The default setting is that you can't fly. But if you can fly, or if you are allowed to fly, just change this. You can see the values from 1.0, so I'll change this to 1.0. Same thing with this walk speed, 0. And then we have line 520, it should be down here. Send fly enable on join. It's set to true by default. And if you are in creator mode and you fly around, and if you are in the middle of the air when you disconnect from the server, it will sort of tell you in the chat that you are flying when you join again. I just turn that off, that message off. So false. Then we are going to line 586, which is down here. Yeah, it has to do with set home multiple. Normally, if you sleep in a bed, that will be your spawn point when you die. And also you can set a home, use the set home command, and that will be your spawn point. And you can, over here, you can set how many of those homes you can have. And you can actually name each home, like set home and ocean stuff, or beach house. And these settings actually set how many of those homes you can have. Default is for every player. You got VIP and staff. I'm actually going to double this number, so it's from 3 to 6. VIP 10 here and 20 for staff. And then we're going to line 609, which is over here. And it has to do with the economy system in Essentials. So when you first join the server, you will get 0 money. You have no money at all. But I'm kind of kind, so I give a little bit of money at least, so it's 100 fake dollars. It's not real money, it's in-game money. So that, and also minimum pay amount, line 645. Over here, it's set to very low. Yeah, it has to do with minimal acceptable amount to be used in the /pay command. $1. And then we're going to line 696, which is down here. It has to do with the chat. And I'm going to change this text a little bit. I'm going to change this to that. Nothing much. Then we are going to line 738. And it has to do with Essentials Protect, and you need to have the Essentials Protect plugin. If you go to plugins and you have the Essentials Protect plugin. If you don't have that Essentials Protect, these settings won't work at all. So you need to have the Protect plugin as well. Line 738, so it's the creeper block damage, you see it says prevent. So it will prevent creeper block damage, and it's set to false right now, but I don't want, for example, when creepers blow up, by default it will destroy some blocks. I call them green landscapers because they change the landscape. But I don't want the creepers to make a big hole in the ground. So I actually set this to true. It will prevent creepers to damage the world. And the dragon block damage, that can actually be doing that. If you spawn an ender dragon in the overworld, it can actually destroy stuff. It's normally set to true. Well, in the ender. I'll let it be on default because it's only in the end. Then we have Enderman pickup. I don't want Enderman to pick up blocks. I find that really annoying. So it will prevent Enderman pickup. Yes. So that's that. And of course you can also here you see prevent spawn. You can disable creepers to spawn at all. Or slimes or whatever, you can disable spawning of stuff here. But I want every animal to spawn here, so I set it to false. And then we're going to line 7, 8, 9. Kind of funny. PvP. It says here disable. I want to disable PvP. So I set that to true. I want to disable PvP. And going to line 848. Over here, you see it says alert on placement, and then item IDs, and these are like TNT and Bedrock. A couple of more items. But the thing is that you need the anti-build plugin for that. I don't really have it here right now. So I'm not going to change anything here at the moment. Well, I can change it if you want to. The thing I change here is I just remove 3 to 7, 10 and 11. Same thing here on use. Change these to 46. I think it's TNT is 46. I can actually just search that. Yeah, 46 is TNT. 327 is lava bucket. So yeah, same thing over here. Just keep number 46. 46. So they can't place TNT. Usage 8.5, yes, and then we're going to line 898. Over here, respawn listener priority high. Default setting is high. And what does high mean? Well, here is high, which means that Essential Spawn, if you have that plugin, Essentials Spawn, it means that if you set it to high, Essentials Spawn will handle the respawning. But the thing is, if you have the plugin called Multiverse, you might want Multiverse to handle the respawning. And if you want that, you have to set it to lowest. So you just change the high to lowest. but I don't have the multiverse, so I keep it to default settings. I want Essential Spawn to control the respawning. And that's kind of it. That's the changes that I do in EssentialsX. So yeah, that was that. And then of course you need to just save the file, Control S, and then you just close it, and then you restart your computer. So yeah, that's that. So see you later.